Page 20, the Tailor's song. Got a lot of 16th notes going nuts. Probably the sewing machine or something, I'm not sure. At the top of page 20, they talk about the key of B minor. I've already told you to be doing the scale. It has two sharps. It's relative to D major. B minor is two sharps. And we do the harmonic minor, which means the A, the seventh step, we raise it up. So it's here. I got videos on those, and I've been telling you to do that, so okay. They show the contrary motion, but in my opinion, you don't need to worry about contrary motion yet. I cover it in the scale videos, but that's in the advanced portion. So don't get ahead of yourself. Make sure you're comfortable with this scale and you can do it without looking at the keyboard, and you're good with where the black keys are and so forth, doing the trill exercise and all that. 2 octaves, make sure you're really comfortable with that before you go into the advanced area. If you push it, you'll get worse, not better. Let's talk about this Tailor song. It's a little over a page long. Treble bass clef, 2 sharps in the key signature. We are in the key of B minor, so do the scales and arpeggios for D major and B minor. 2/4 time, which is similar to cut time, except quarter note gets a count, not a half note. As far as the fingering goes, you can use fingering in the book. The grace note, I'll come back to that later. And then at the top page 20 when it's here. I tend to, that's okay. Now if you don't fit up in here, you got to change it and use here. So we got to change it so it's 4, and then the reach. But I'll leave that up to you and the size of your hands. If you can fit, go ahead and put the thumb on the F sharp. Maybe you can do that. 1, because you're not playing any other notes, and then come out, and then here if you want. That's another way of doing it. On the third line on page 31, 2 voices. You got to hold the half note down. Here. Now on the second measure, the third line here, I'm going to recommend you do a 1-2 on the second one. So it's a 1-3 and then a 1-2. This way I can go on with 4th finger. I don't want to go from a here to here. 4th. I don't want to do that. So in order to do that, I got to have 2nd finger on the D. And then I can do 4th finger. And that's okay. Same thing in the next line down. 3, 4, 1, 2. No. And 4th line down, last measure. I do a 3, 2. I don't want to. I'll do that if I have to, but I don't have to here. Because when I repeat or go on, either way, I'm doing a B F sharp, and I'm fine. Left hand's just got this pattern. 1 and this just goes on all over the 1 and a 2 and a. Now put the hands together. Well, the left hand isn't doing a lot, it's just doing this. Page 21, now watch out. So it's here, here. So put the hands together, and then I'll go back over it just a line or so at a time and get rid of the hesitation. Keep it slow. You don't need to go fast yet, but no hesitations. And once the hesitations are gone, then I'll think about the articulation. The left hand, you're going to connect it. Okay. The right hand, you have, well, at the bottom of page 20, we have that grace note. It's a very quick note. And I play it with a B. Some people would do it before. I don't recommend it. Play it with a B. Play them together and then come out. Like so. There is a way of interpreting these kinds of notes where you play them at the same time and then let up on the little note. It's called chunking it. If it's real fast, sometimes that's what you have to do. Here, because they're half notes, you got time to do it. That. You get it at the bottom of page 21 also. And at top of page 21, the last measure here, again, just real quick. And I play it with the B. Same thing on the second line. The staccatos here. Short staccatos. Flex at the wrist. The tenuto line, hang on to those. Linger on those as best you can. You get accents in the third line. Play a little extra. And then no accent because it's soft. So put in the articulation and the ornaments that they've got. And then we add the dynamics. And this applies to the right hand. This left hand is just a soft, it should be in the background, kind of a rumbling in the background. So moderately loud here. And it's going to die away on its own. And then the next one is wherever this dies away to, that's where you play the third measure. So it kind of matches. You start out moderately loud, couple minutes, and then it dies away, and then play it again at this. Sort of moderately soft, and then soft. And this is very soft. Third line down on page 21 is loud. The accented note would be very loud now. And soft, echo it. The last line on page 21, you're starting out, again, you're kind of coming down. At the end, you're very soft. Whatever it is. So add the dynamics and then the speed. And this is going to depend on how quick you can do this. And while I'm here, and I forgot to mention it, I already told you they'll play the left hand connected. See the word legato there? They're telling you connect it. Now, how fast can you do that? Well, do it slowly and accent every other note. And then gradually speed it up and accent every... And then try and just play it and feel the accents, not play them. However fast you can play that accurately is how fast you can play this here. Now they've added pedal in a couple of places on page 21. You don't need pedal. You can do it fine without. But if you're going to add pedal, then on the third and fourth lines at the beginning, push the notes down and then the pedal. Lift the pedal with the left hand here. When the half note comes up, the pedal comes up. Yeah, on both lines. I'm not going to show pedal if that's all they're going to do. I'm sure you can do that. Now there is a repeat sign on the end of the fourth line on page 21 where you go back to the beginning because there's no reverse repeat sign. So you got to go back to the beginning and play the whole mess again. And then you can play the last line, something like that. Measure at the bottom, there's a fermata, and the bottom staff of fermatas on the rest, which means you're going to just hold that out by itself. And then hold that and just let it die away. I have a tough time here because I want to do staccatos, and when I do that I want to do staccatos here, and it's got to be connected. And that's hard. So sometimes you got to really gradually slow it way down until you get it in the muscle memory of what's going on, and then you can gradually speed it up.